Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rockin' Review is on location at Bridgestone Arena, and I'm catching up with the star of the brand new Cirque du Soleil show, AXEL, and it is Jayden Sierra. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
You know, I watched some clips, and you got skills, man. You know, you're doing the acting, you've got the Telecaster on, there's ice skating, acrobatics. How did this whole thing come together?
I mean, with great difficulty, as you can imagine. But we had a great team behind, and the artists are all really great and amazing and adaptable as well. So everyone had their niche, you know, with the acrobats and the music and everything.
Right.
And then putting that on the ice, that was the challenge of this show. But I think what makes the show really cool.
Well, you know, I found it interesting also compared to a lot of Cirque show, Jayden, to where this one is like based on a musician, and then also, you know, you're an illustrator, and so the whole story kind of plays out. It's an interesting story angle.
It was, yeah. I was really lucky to be able to play this kind of role, to be honest, because it is about an artist,
right?
Which is very much myself, like an artist like
right.
that. So the experiences that I pulled to create the character are just very real and very authentic. And again, I'm very lucky to play it because there's a lot of people like me, you know, that would have loved to do this. So I'm pretty stoked.
Well, but you know, there are a lot of talented people coming out of Australia like yourself,
yeah,
and being a musician, and you grew up playing, you know, in the pubs and everything back home, right?
Yeah, doing the music circuit. The tough grind.
Right. How incredible, though, to get to do a show like this. Now, I understand there's like 90 people in this crew, and you got, I mean, how many different locations are you going to all over the country?
Yeah.
We're thankful you're coming here to Nashville.
Yeah, we're going pretty much everywhere. We only spend about a week in every city, so we try and get to as many places as we can. But yeah, as you can imagine, the tour life with about 90 people is tough. You know, like getting the hotels together and moving everyone every week. It's super fun. I love it.
Well, you know, and what I thought was so cool on the footage too, it looks like an actual rock concert. Which obviously you got the cool jacket too, but I mean, it's not your typical Cirque du Soleil. It's more of a rock concert kind of feel to it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm part of the band as well as being, you know, a character.
Yeah.
And the band is in full sight the whole time, so it has that feel of like an arena show that you go and see like any other band, you know, you'd see.
Yeah.
But in the middle of it, the whole stage is ice. So alongside the music are these amazing acrobats and these skaters. So
yeah.
it's the Cirque side, but it's a live music.
It looks like it's a spectacle, but I appreciate the music and also that you have 5 live musicians playing through this. I think that makes it, I much prefer that to recorded music.
Yeah, I mean, there's a different dynamic to it, I suppose. Like, no two shows are the same, which I really like. You
right.
know, on a touring show, to be able to change it up and to, however you're feeling in that day, play music in that sense, it's cool.
Well, you looked very comfortable with the guitar on.
Oh, well.
But it's not like having your maiden though with you, right?
It's not quite that.
Does that stay back in the hotel?
Yeah, not the small kind of pub gigs I used to play. This is a bit more.
Well, and also so you can still do a little songwriting when you get time too, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look, on tour, like doing the show is fun for sure, but to keep your creative spark intact is definitely important, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's so amazing. I can't wait to see it myself. It's going to be February 6th through the 9th, right here at the Bridgestone. The star, Jayden Sierra, it is AXEL, Cirque du Soleil. I think you're going to want to see this and see this great guy out there on the ice and the stage and playing music and making it work. Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.